Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
The judicial branch started fiscal year 2021 with a decrease of some $3.3 million from its original budget request. Despite implementing drastic cost-saving measures, Chief Justice Philip Carbullido announces all employees' hours will be cut in the fourth quarter. He addressed his court family, explaining the projected deficit they will endure, looking at a minimum of $700,000 shortfall. Carbullido stating in the memorandum, quote, "While we hope that we can reduce the number of hours we need to cut or do away with furlough altogether, I cannot guarantee at this point that we can complete the fiscal year with a full 40-hour work week and balance the mandates required of the judiciary," unquote. Reduction in hours draws concerns as the demand for services has been heightened, explained Speaker Therese Terlaje.
The judiciary has changed its practices, so we are challenged to meet the demand for services now that all operations are opening again, and of course cases have been put on hold because of the pandemic, and we need them to do everything they can to catch up with the need for adjudication of all of these cases.
Speaker Terlaje chairs the Legislative Committee on Justice, and one thing she wants to ensure that comes with these cuts is prioritization.
We just hope that they're going to prioritize everything towards adjudication, everything towards what the needs are of the community, be it law enforcement, be it civil, and that those can be the priority of the court and going forward.
Chief Justice Carbullido states in the letter that the reduced hour week is a last resort option. Terlaje is hopeful it won't come down to this.
Of course, we're also hopeful that the money that Congress might be sending to different jurisdictions to ensure that they are able to cover for shortfalls in operations, that some of that money will also make it to the judiciary if needed for necessary services.
KUAM reached out to the Judiciary of Guam for an interview regarding the matter. As of news time, we have yet to receive a response. Meanwhile, the judiciary is gearing up for their virtual oversight hearing scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m. with the Legislative Committee. Terlaje says she does not intend to address the reduction of hours in the hearing because it is still fresh and potential relief from Congress could benefit the court's financial situation. As for what she does plan to address,
we asked the court to address, of course, their marshals, how they issue warrants. This is kind of the basis of the allegations that were made, is that the marshals had some kind of discretion in the securing of these warrants or enforcing these warrants.
Speaker Terlaje is referring to the allegations of warrants being vacated by Superior Court marshals in exchange for bribes. She has asked Chief Justice Carbullido to update the Guam lawmakers on the status of discretion with executing warrants of arrest and the serious allegations made in federal court cases.
We've brought this up with the court before, and we want to follow up as to their procedures and whether they have done what's necessary to make sure that what these allegations entail cannot happen. Either they cannot happen again or that they just simply cannot happen going forward. That's one thing.
A second component the legislator has asked the judicial branch is to conduct an internal investigation into the allegations because of names being said in district court. Terlaje anticipates receiving an update on this investigation during the oversight hearing. Additionally, the Speaker has asked Attorney General Levin Camacho whether or not he is doing an investigation into the allegations.